Hi, everyone, and welcome to Pleasanton, California, where we are hosting the Drywall Olympics Install International Floor Covering Professional Competition right here at the 2023 Western District Finals. My name is Jake Adayardi, and I'm your Director of Organizing, your anchor for today's presentation, or I should say live stream. And to my left, I have
Tony Hernandez, Director of Training.
So, Tony, who do we have competing today? Because I think it's important for all our listeners to know who is represented right here during these Western District Finals.
Yeah, so with the flooring side, we have Julio Cervantes comes from Whittier, California. Julio came down here with his wife, and he plans on putting it down. He's getting himself ready for Vegas.
Oh, man, exciting times. Yeah, absolutely.
We have a couple other competitors. We have our own. Armando Gutierrez works for KHS&S. Armando's the youngest competitor we have here today.
I know, I can't wait to see him.
Yeah, you know, he's ready. He's fired up. He's a little bit nervous.
I know, we saw him during the last competition, and,
right.
he was blown away. Even though I would say this, he wasn't the fastest, he was the cleanest out of all of the competitors.
Yeah.
So I'm curious on how that's going to carry in today's competition when he goes out there and really hits it, drills a blazing, quality,
only time's going to tell. Time's going to tell.
No,
I mean,
absolutely.
That's going to play into his favor because, you know, when they get the marks for getting things wrong, that's when it's going to play off. You know, the cleaner person will win in this situation.
So who else do we have competing today?
We have Edgar Torres. Edgar Torres comes all the way from Hawaii. Edgar's done these competitions for a while now.
Yeah.
Remember, the first one that I saw him in was about 8 years ago up in Washington, and I was talking to Edgar, and it was kind of fun. He says, nothing's changed, just my beard color, so he's ready to go. He's our oldest competitor. He's seasoned. I'm going to call him seasoned.
Yeah, I would agree with you, man. I mean, you know, it's like one of the things as you start to become natural with your ability, or I should say familiar with your ability to do your craft, it'll definitely be on display today with him being the most seasoned of the three competitors that are going to be showing their skills today.
Yeah, absolutely. We have Juan Soto, and Juan Soto's from your SoCal training center down there, and talked to him. He's doing good. Brought down some people with him, so they're excited. They're ready to go. I don't know what his strategy is going to be. I've never seen him actually perform, but I hear that he was in 2 more competitions before this one.
No way.
Yeah, so this is not his first competition.
Oh, well, you know what? I think everybody's going to bring their level of expertise to the competition. Whether they feel like they're prepared, you know what? They're just going to have to put it all on the line today because this is going to be some fierce competition. I mean, you're taking the best of the best from every single council, the Hawaii Regional Council, the Southwest Mountain States, and yours truly, the NorCal Carpenters Union right here in Northern California. It's going to be a tough competition today, but I can't wait for what's in store.
Well, the good thing is this, we're going to win no matter what because we're going to take whoever the winner is here, bring it to Vegas, and then bring the whole thing home from there because it's going to be from our council. It's going to be good.
No, absolutely. You know, I mean, Western District all the way. This is going to be exciting. I hope you're all prepared to just be floored off your seats. And I think I will leave with this before we take it over to the floor so we can hear from what's going on. But we are 3 councils, 1 brotherhood represented today. And it's going to be apparent from the competition that you see before you of what the Western District is. And it's really, at the heart of it, the family that we all desire to be.
Well put.
Absolutely. Well, Tony, this is going to be exciting.
I'm ready to go.
I look forward to keeping it up.
Let's do it.
First off, let's give a big round of applause for the participants from the 3 regional councils. I want to wish everyone good luck. Want to recognize them real quick. If you join me, we got Juan Soto from Local 909 in the Southwest Mountain States. We got Armando Gutierrez Herrera from NorCal Carpenters Union Local 9109. Edgar Orozco-Torres from Hawaii Local 746. And representing the whole district for our floor covering skills, Julio Cervantes, Local 721, Southwest Mountain States. So the exciting part is getting the competition rolling and keeping the speeches to a minimum, but as the host council, I want to welcome everyone to Northern California. We are honored to host this year's event, and you know, you see it in all the slogans, and I just want to really emphasize it. We have 3 regional councils here in the Western District. I would argue the best councils in the Brotherhood of Carpenters, and we got the best district. You'll be hearing from our Vice President, Pete Rodriguez, a little later in the program. I want to thank Pete for the support of training, for the support of our membership, empowerment, for the support of organizing, and the unity we have in the Western District. I've been around a minute. It's never been this strong, and that takes good leadership. Brother Pete, thank you very much. So I'm going to limit it to that. I'd like to bring up a couple very important brothers here. First, I'll bring up Sean Hartranft, the president of the Southwest Mountain States Regional Council.
Thank you, brother. Good morning. Hey, in the same theme as Jay, I want to thank a few entities. You know, this kind of stuff that you see behind us, the opportunity for these contestants to come in and compete for the best in the country and to represent the Western District doesn't happen on accident. It happens with the hard work of the training staff that's been here. So Scott and the rest of the training staff that have built everything and have this place looking great, give yourself a round of applause. Thank you for the hard work. And especially the NorCal Carpenters, for the hospitality, having us here, being able to support these carpenters. Jay, thank you for the hospitality, and thank you for welcoming us to NorCal. Just real quick, one of the things that I see out here that is kind of a big deal, I noticed it at all the other different qualifying events, is that we've got the families involved. So, you know, when we all have been in the field, we know what it's like. You finish projects and your family, when you're driving down the road to a picnic or something, you say, I built that, and eventually they're like, yeah, we know, we've heard that 100 times. But what they don't get to see is how it gets built. And over the last couple of weeks, as we've been doing these competitions across the Southwest and then obviously throughout the country, it's really cool to see the wives and the kids standing there watching their dad do what he does to make sure that they have a roof over their head, good job, good wages and benefits. So it's always been one of those things that stuck out, that they actually get to see what dad does on a day in and day out basis. And I know we do have some families here. So if you guys would help me, you guys are the strength behind each one of these carpenters. You're the ones that keep the house running, keep everything going so that your spouse can go out and do what they do and bring home a good paycheck and a good living. So I'd like to give all the families that are here, the spouses and the kids, a round of applause for all your support. And I'll leave it at that again. Thank you guys for allowing us to come up here. I know we want to get this thing started, and it's going to be a good event. There should be a lot of energy. Please be cheering everybody on, and to all the contestants, good luck. Remember, you guys are the best of the best. You're here for a reason, and that UBC championship is going to come out of the Western District, right? All right. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it.
I'd also like to honor and call up Dion Kalaola from Hawaii Regional Council of Carpenters. Let's welcome Dion on the stage.
Good morning, good morning. Thank you, Jay, once again for hosting us today. Very excited to be here. You folks have an awesome facility here. Thank you for our staff for making this day happen. Thank you, Pete, for everything that you do as well. To the contestants, I'd like to say good luck up there. Just remember, at the end of the day, we're all brothers, we're all sisters. And to the one that advances to the nationals, bring one home for the Western District. Thank you.
Come on up, Scott. Scott Lewis, our Executive Director of Training, is going to lay out the program and the rules for the competition, and then we'll get to the action. All right, Scott, thanks.
Okay, so welcome. Drywall Olympics, install floor covers, Western District Finals. Let's give it up. Okay, if I can have my competitors come to the front right now, just right here in the front. everybody can get a good view of who's going to be competing today in this friendly competition to see who will represent the Western District at the Internationals at the Interior Exterior Systems Conference on October 4th at the International Training Center. So let's give a good round of applause for these young men. Okay, so the drywall competitors are going to draw a number. They're going to be assigned a lane randomly to make this fair. We've got lane number 1, lane number 2, and lane number 3. Okay, so go ahead and reach in, make sure that you have something fair. Don't throw one out. One out. One. Okay, looks like Juan is going to be in lane number 2, Edgar, lane number 1. Then we've got Armando in lane number 3 right here. Okay, rules of the competition. Pay attention, they will only be read once you enter your work area. You cannot leave and re-enter. Once you finish, you must come up here, tap the stage in order for your time to stop. Where's my Jen? I'm gonna get my timer ready because once I'm done reading the rules, I'm gonna say go. You are gonna head to your test area, grab your tools, and then it's gonna be on. Okay. All projects must be finished to a quality that bead and finish may commence. No broken edges on the board or blisters. Doors must be plumb and board tucked in behind the door frames. No recessed edges located at the hollow metal opening. All slammer studs shall be fastened with 3 screws, top, bottom, and middle. That means as high as you can reach, about center of chest, and around knee height. All boxes routed to the standard of 1/8 inch travel from the box with no blowouts. Pipes are to be cut in no greater than 1/4 inch circumference from the pipe. Screw spacing 8 inches perimeter, 12 inches in the field, top and bottom. No screw set depths, breaking the paper, and no clickers. All clickers must either be set or removed. You cannot knock clickers in. All contestants will have a similar setup. You've got your ladder, you've got a Perry scaffold, you've got your stock board on the rock cart. There are 18 sheets, no more. You have 2 number 2 bits, a pack of router bits, and 1 pack of blades, as well as a plumb bob. When contestants are done, you must come back up to this stage, tap out to stop your time. So, Matt, make sure they have a 6-foot ladder brought over to them. They won't need it right away, but make sure one's brought over. Any questions from the contestants? Okay, so before I start the clock, I'm going to give them 10 minutes to get ready before they enter the area to get their tools set up now that they know where they're at. And then 10 minutes is starting now. Okay, looks like Armando's ready. Juan's ready. Okay, looks like Edgar's ready. Give him a round of applause. And in 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm a carpenter.
I am a carpenter.
I'm a carpenter. I am a carpenter. I am a carpenter. I'm a carpenter. I am a carpenter.
I am a carpenter.
I am a carpenter.
Tony, back to the competition. I mean, we're about, how long you would say, maybe 10 minutes into the competition now?
Yeah.
And we have some folks that are
They all look like
trekking pretty well.
They look like they're about even. I'm figuring, if I had to guess, I'm going to say it's going to take about 40 minutes to get all the drywall hung. And they're probably going to do, what I would do is I'd hang all the drywall, and then I'd come back and screw it off. I'm going to say it's going to be about 40 minutes to hang it out, and then about another 15 to screw it all off,
Yeah.
get it all done.
Hey, Tony, when you were here, did you do the competition yourself? I'm just out of curiosity, because you seem like you know a lot of what's going on and how long it should take.
I didn't really want to talk about it, because I was here for the
No, please
competition.
share. I'm curious.
It was several years back, and, they asked me if I wanted to compete. And so, there was about 8, 9 other people that were here for the competition. This was several years back. And I showed up with my tools ready to go. And basically, they put me in a back room and just kind of had me work by myself, and then shut the door. So I didn't win, but I was here in spirit, because I'm not very fast.
So they had a competition for you,
Yeah,
and you only.
It was basically just to see if I'd show up that day. And I did make it in.
And look at that. Now you have director in front of your name.
Director, czar, whatever it happens
Oh,
to be.
czar.
I like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That's a new one.
Learned how to spell it last week. It's with the C. Anyway.
Yeah, it's silent. Tony.
It is.
It's silent.
I know. Some of the things, it was funny. I was talking to Armando. This kid's been nervous. He called me last night at 9:30 at night.
Did he really?
He just got done having dinner with all the rest of the contestants. They went out to dinner, and he called me up at 9:30 and goes, Tony, I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, Armando, tranquilo, just relax, take it easy.
Yeah.
This is just another day. It's just another day.
Well, apparently he's using that nervousness to his advantage, because he is moving, and moving fast.
He's scooting along. Armando, you know what he wanted to be when he was younger?
What is that, Tony?
Professional soccer player.
No.
Yeah. His favorite team is Argentina, which is my team. Go Messi. Anyway.
Well, that's kind of unique to say that I'm a Argentinian fan, considering they won recently.
Okay, so I was all the way back, okay? I'm talking Mexico City.
So you didn't just jump on the bandwagon?
No. Mexico City, 1986.
Oh.
I still remember that.
Hey, Tony,
World
you're
Cup
dating
final.
yourself, brother.
I am. I was 1. Anyway.
I've been a fan since I was 1.
Yeah, but he does like Messi, and it was good to see, that all come through. But, that was what he wanted to be. And it seems like all the competitors, the same thing. It's funny. Edgar, what did he want to be? Let's see. Edgar wanted to be when he was younger. Yep. It looks like soccer again. I think soccer's...
No.
What does it say? Did I miss something?
I'm kind of ashamed to say this.
Oh,
He
no.
wanted to be an electrician.
You know what? I'm a little shook right now. I don't even know how I'm going to handle this one right now. Let me think about this. So we have a person that's in the drywall competition.
Yeah.
He wanted to be an electrician when he was younger.
I'm sad to say, yes, that is true.
Well, I am glad this person finally found a light, and now he's a drywaller, and he's out here in the competition showing them how to throw it down, because if this was an electrical competition, we know the floor would be dirty because they don't like to clean up. Anyway.
Woo, man, Tony, you're really letting them fly today, brother.
What are they going to do, fire me? Okay, what do we got here?
I do like your getup today, Tony.
I appreciate it.
You have that nice plaid blue jacket. I like what you're doing here with the kind of mauve or pinkish, or peach maybe.
It's more of a peach. And here's the thing that really upsets me. I talked to Jake here earlier. I said, Jake, what are you going to wear? And he says, I'll wear a sports coat. I said, great. So I show up with a sports coat. He shows up with this silk shirt. And this silk, by the way, is incredible. I don't know where the silk stops and his arm begins, because he is smooth. You are smooth,
Yes,
Jake.
yes.
Oh, man. Hey, listen, we're going to go ahead and cut away to a quick little video here. So, hey, just hang on real quick. We're going to cut to a video, and we'll be back with more.
Welcome to the NorCal Carpenters Union family.
We have more in common than we do not. So I feel like a sense of belonging, to be honest.
I'm first and foremost a UBC member, a carpenter,
and I feel like I'm part of a family now.
It'll only work if we work, and we got to work together.
The NorCal Carpenters Union has had a tremendous amount of success over the last 18 months, but we have just begun.
I'm ecstatic just to break down walls, to be a part of something, and to make our mark. It's wonderful to be a small part of something so important that's long overdue.
Mentorship amongst apprentices is important just because a lot of people don't have that guidance. I feel like if we have that, it'll be easier for them to progress and, move forward.
With your help, we will make sure that we are not only taking care of each other, we are reaching out and recruiting the new generation.
The door's open. Come on inside, learn a trade.
And there's lots of potential for growth, and there's room for everyone.
Our job is to build secure futures for all members and to make sure we have unity to achieve that goal.
We're doing some pretty intimate training on how to utilize the new technology and really advancing the future of where we see the carpenters taking the next step.
Now, our legislative initiatives over the last 18 months have been a game changer. We engage in public comment at city councils and other government agencies. We also mobilize in support of good union projects to ensure that they put our members to work. We have launched committees for the rank and file to get engaged in organizing programs, political programs, support of women in our industry, support of diversity, equity, and inclusion, as well as support of our veterans. In addition, we've launched programs of social support to actually be our brothers and sisters' keeper.
All right, looks like we're back. Hey.
Yeah, hi everyone, welcome back. Joining us to my right is Pete Rodriguez, our Western District Vice President. Pete, what do you think's happening today? How do you feel? Who's your guy that you have your money on?
Well, it's a really nice event, the Carpenter Olympics. When you see the guys, that have gone this far, compete and be able to showcase what they do for a living in front of their families and so forth. So
you're dancing around the question though. Who's your guy?
My guy. I don't have a guy. I have 4 guys here as Western District Vice President.
There you go.
I am all in for everybody that's here. I'm looking to see the best guy or the best carpenter to be able to showcase their stuff at the UBC finals here in about a month or so.
It's like there's no loser for you on this one. You're winning no matter what. That works out perfect.
It's a win-win straight across the board. I don't represent one council. I represent 3 councils: Hawaii, Northern California, and Southwest for the United Brotherhood of Carpenters.
Man, I wish I had those odds in Vegas.
Yeah. That's I got a pretty solid lineup there. All of these guys here, they're all great carpenters. They're doing clean work. When we were talking to them last night at dinner, I asked them how old they were, and you've got all 3 different levels of careers.
That's incredible.
You've got 20 in the 20s, right, from Northern California.
Yeah. Armando.
And then Soto from Southern California. He's in his 30s, late 30s. And then the cat from Hawaii, he's pushing 50. So you've got the 3 different stages of a carpenter's career at display today. And you could see it, you know, out of the gate. The kid from Northern California just comes flying out of the gate, cutting stuff. And these other guys are kind of arguing with themselves, calculating what that next move is going to be. And so it's pretty good to see the different strategies. Yeah.
Well, it's pretty amazing to see it. I mean, it looks like, for the most part, they're dead even. And they're going relatively fast. I mean, I've never done drywall like this. That's why I'm a carpenter doing wood framing. But concrete, I tell you what, there's good days and bad days. And for these 3 individuals today, they're having a good day.
They're going to have a good day. And like I said, it's clean work. Right now, they're putting sheets and they're covering it 100%. The competition starts when they start screwing off.
Man, we were talking about that, how, you know, last competition we had here, the person who actually finished first did not win because of the point penalties they had from missing screws or the boxes weren't cut tight.
Yeah,
So, you know what? Yeah. He was pretty upset when it was over, but he realized that, hey, you know what? Clean work means something. And, you know, that's what you get when you hire a union carpenter. You know, clean work. And that's what we expect.
Absolutely.
You got to produce, you got to perform, and there's a quality aspect to it. And, you know, our guys get paid a very good hourly rate. We got great wages, we got great benefits, and we expect them to perform. All of us, from the EST at an executive level down to your first period apprentice. Everybody has a job to do and everybody has to perform. You got to be productive and you got to have quality in everything that you do. And so we're super proud of what these guys are able to do.
And one of the things that I saw that was kind of cool is they're not just here by themselves. A lot of them have their family, their companies are with them, and that right there that says a lot.
Absolutely. I mean, hey, let's face it. All of us at some point can live off of some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and a couple beers, set up a box, and we would be fine. You know, figuratively, we do it for our families. We do it for the folks that are sitting at home.
I agree.
We do it for our babies. You know, to be able to provide at Christmas time for our loved ones. You know, you usually, talking about Christmas, when we have these meetings, I'll talk to the foreman or the carpenter, and I'll say, hey, man, what do you guys want for Christmas, right? And most of them say, just like you guys, if I were to ask you, say, I don't know. What is it that I really want for Christmas, you know? But if you were to ask, well, what do your kids want for Christmas? Bam, right?
Oh, yeah.
You would know because they've told you 6 or 7 times what they want. Just shows the unselfishness that we have as parents, that what we do it for everybody that's at home. And if we get to unwrap some tamales, it's pretty good. You can tell I'm getting a little hungry.
I'm telling you.
We might have to break for a tamale break here pretty quick. But, you know, and it's true. I mean, even Armando, I mean, this kid, 29 years old. He's got 2 kids now, a boy and a girl. I want to say one's 4, one is 9, not sure. And they have one on the way.
One on the way?
And I was going, so this one's a boy or a girl? And he says, he's a boy. I think he's going to be a drywaller.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And that's a beautiful thing. So he's got his 3rd one on its way, right? And he's going to have great benefits.
No, absolutely.
The baby will be born in probably a hospital that the Northern California Carpenters built.
Yeah,
right?
There you go.
And I mean, hey, it's a great story. It's the American dream, right?
No, without a doubt.
Well, they are moving.
So it's interesting here. I was watching Edgar. Edgar cut this piece 2 or 3 times, realizing that for some reason he thinks he made a mistake. You can see this piece on the ground right next to him that dropped on the floor, but he did this about twice. He shook his head in disappointment, but I think he's coming back from what I think he realized was a mistake.
Yeah, one of the things that they have to remember is they only get a certain amount of sheets. So if they make a mistake and they run out of drywall, that's incomplete drywall.
Yeah.
So
Really?
they don't get extra drywall. These projects were built to make it. So while you can see the scrap that's laying on the ground with Edgar over there, there's not much left. After he's done with this, he should have about, you know, a rip that's 18 inches, another rip that's about 20 inches, and it's figured out to the piece. So there's not a lot of mistakes you can make there, you know. So you want to make sure you know what you're doing there.
So
definitely want to
can
make
the
sure.
drone hear us?
The drone actually can't. It does have sound on it, but
the
it won't.
operator for the drone, can he hear us or
The
no?
operator for the drone, he's around here somewhere. I can get him on it.
Because it'd be interesting to see it go across to see the amount of material that's left over.
I can definitely make that happen.
Absolutely.
Let me get my drone operator and have him run that for me.
Yeah, because you can see a lot here, and then I was over there a little bit ago. That's minimal. It's minimal.
Yeah, there's not a lot of scrap, and it's funny too. You watch them. So a lot of drywallers have a rasp in their pouch, and I was watching some of them. They don't even use a rasp.
No,
they
it's
use
a
the
knife.
use the back of their hammer to actually rasp off the board. And I mean, just another thing you can do to make it a little bit faster. That's all those years of experience, you know. that I just don't have because I'm only 30. But someday I'll get there.
Well, they asked
On a good
me-
day.
They asked
On a
I'm
real good
Today's
day.
a good day for you.
Today's a great day.
Today's a good day for you.
So I'm a bridge hand. I'm a concrete form setter. Okay, so
Oh, is that what you were
Yeah,
originally?
yeah,
Concrete
yeah.
form setter? Well,
Yeah.
this is the same thing. We call it white iron.
same difference. Yeah.
So is that something that you always wanted to do, Pete?
What?
I mean, coming up, when you were growing up as a young man, young kid, I mean, was carpentry something that you were looking to jump into, or was there something else that you were aspiring to be?
No, so my family's in construction. They laborers from Liuna. My dad, my uncle, and they were the head of households for us. Right, small family, first generation immigrants are myself and my cousins, and so they pour concrete. So if you were out there to help them out, you were usually on the wrong end of the concrete pour, and so when I'd finished college, community college, I completed the 2 years, and then I had a baby, and I was sitting at home during El Nino, and I wasn't working. So my dad comes home and he says, hey, we're gonna put you to work. And I'm like, oh, you know? And I thought I was gonna go to work with him over at Liuna. And instead of going to Santa Ana to the Liuna local, we went over to the apprenticeship at the Carpenter. And so I remember asking my dad, I said, hey, I thought I was gonna go work with you. And he says, well, you are, but you're gonna be a carpenter. You're gonna join the apprenticeship of the Carpenter.
That's awesome.
And I said, well, I thought I was gonna go work with you, you know? And he says, listen, everyone that I work with the laborers, they all talk about wanting to wear a set of bags. They all talk about, being a carpenter. And every carpenter that I know, none of them talk about being a laborer. So the carpenter's the foreman, the carpenter's the superintendent.
Yep.
Is first one on the job, last one on the job. You know, hey man, if it's my job to work for a shovel, work with a shovel, or fight for a shovel, my kid's not going to be doing the same thing I was. So to answer your question, if it wasn't for my pop,
Right on.
I don't know what.
It sounds a little it sounds kind of like Christmas. You know, Pop knew what you wanted.
Well, he gave me a chance. He gave me a chance to screw things up by myself, right? And then he gave me the tools to provide for my family.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Well, he did a great job, Pete.
Well, thank you. Thank you. He'd be proud. I know he would.
We're going to take it back to the competition here and see what's going on as we.
It looks like
we're almost done here.
It looks like they're all coming. You know, they're on the screw guns now, so they're starting to screw it off. You know what I think is interesting? And this one I still can't get used to. Everyone always grabs the cordlesses, and you know I'm old school, so I need a cord because I think they're faster.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like anyone uses that anymore. As a matter of fact, we asked them one of the questions. We said, okay, when we do the great debate, Milwaukee or DeWalt? Yeah. Okay, so the results we're in, we have 2 DeWalts and 1 Milwaukee. So the Milwaukee is the guy that's wearing the shirt that says Milwaukee across. He's sponsored. Yeah, try not to talk to him.
Hey, Tony, weren't you a Ryobi guy?
Yeah, you know what? I am a Ryobi guy, but you know, every time I showed up with the Ryobi tools, they kind of send me home. I don't know why. I got them at Home Depot. Oh, it looks like Jay just came in here.
The Jaybird. The Jaybird. The Jaybird.
You got to watch out for those. Every now and then someone comes into the booth and just wants a hug on you.
Yeah. Especially in EST, right?
Yeah.
You got to watch it.
Yeah, they are flying right now. Yeah, I'm getting tired just watching them. The floor guy's putting it down over here too. Looks like he's got both colors in.
Yeah, I'm glad he came to compete. I know we've only got one floor setter today, but we won't have just one at the UBC competition. So it's important that that he gets his repetitions in and he understands what the rules are and he gets used to people walking around.
And that's something that's important because in NorCal we don't have, you know, that part of our repertoire as of yet.
Yeah.
But down in Southern Cal they have that. I mean, he works for Kaiser. We were talking about that earlier. He's what they call a general carpenter. Does all the stuff. He does the floors. He does the drywall. Does the metal frame. He pretty much does it all. He's a general carpenter. He's you know, he's a master in his trade, and he looks like he's doing a pretty darn good job.
Oh yeah.
Don't get any ideas, Tony. He's not available after today. I know you have a bunch of flooring to do at your house.
You know, I already talked to him, but I can always, you know, take that out. I know I want to drywall my garage, so I got a couple people. I'm going to
Well, I tell you what, they could finish in like 35 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you wouldn't have to look very hard.
Well, the garage is pretty small because I only, you know, paid $16 million for the house. So.
That is
Man, you guys,
well, you know, cost of living.
You guys, I'm going to have to talk to Jay about your guys' payroll.
Yeah.
Well, I married well.
Yeah. Apparently you married up, Tony.
I did, absolutely, absolutely. Matter of
no,
fact, I want to say good morning to my
wife. These guys are down
wife.
the stretch, man. It's blow and go.
I know.
It's blow and go.
I wish I knew the time they were in right now. I don't have the time, the official time they've been going. If I had the time, I'd kind of know where we're at.
Who's got it, Scotty?
You know, I can probably find someone.
Yeah. Why don't we double check?
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. All right.
I'll take me a selfie. Hey, hey, Hollywood.
Hollywood's going to go find someone that can get us the time.
Let me get something for my feed.
So we're trying to get the time, see where we're at right now. If I had a guess, because where they're at, again, I'm thinking that they were going to rock out, be done within about 40 minutes and take about 15 to 20 minutes to screw off. So if I had a guess, I would say they're at about, ready for this? I'm going to make it. I'm going to do it right now. 42 minutes.
I think you're off.
You think I'm off?
I think you're off.
I'd love to know the time.
Well, you know, we'll get the time.
Hey, and we got Neil Wetbeck here.
Apparently,
Neil's coming into the studio.
Apparently, he doesn't realize that this is a live feed, that he's blocking the camera.
This is a live feed, and hey, welcome. So I'm glad that Neil could make it here. Hey, Neil, since you're here, can you do me a favor? Can you find out what the time is right now? Can you find out what the time is right now, where we're at?
I'll get right.
I appreciate it. Neil's with, he's our district coordinator over at the Fairfield facility, so it's good to see him. You know, I tell you what, I'm glad he's here, just not here. Yeah. You know, he doesn't recognize what all these barriers mean, but he's learning.
Hey, well, Pete, I just want to say thank you from the NorCal Carpenters, everything that you're doing at the state level to help our brothers and sisters, as well as the rest of the Western District. I know that you're doing a lot of hard work. You got a great team that you're working with, and you know, we got a lot to do, and we're going to do it.
We do. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm a lucky guy. We got a great district. A lot of changes.
Yep.
Great opportunity here to organize a whole new industry. I mean, there's a West Coast offense. You've got a housing organizing blitz that Jay is spearheading here with now your EST Frank Hawk. Great politics, and it's something that we really have to work hard at protecting what we have. But our greatest defense is a great offense, and so Jay's really shown that aggressiveness, and it's something that the state needed, and it's going to really produce some results for us.
Absolutely. No, we're looking forward to it.
All right, guys.
So we're going to take it off to a
Great.
video.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah,
Appreciate
you got it.
you.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Pete.
We have two bills today, SB 4, SB 423, that cuts through the red tape, makes it easier to build affordable housing, and puts hard-working union members to work.
Do you believe in housing? Yeah. Do you believe in health care? Yeah. Do you believe we should build housing and expand labor protections? Yeah. We are going to pass these two bills, SB 4 and SB 423.
The only way that we're going to help people actually stay here and survive and thrive is to build damn housing.
Make no mistake about it, SB 4, SB 423 are union bills.
That's right.
Anybody that wants to tweet that it's not a union bill is full of shit.
That's right.
Let's build millions of housing units and let's create thousands of union jobs. Those workers are welcome in our organization. Let's pull it together. Let's build housing. Let's organize and let's get it done. We're proud to be here today.
If you want to be in a foxhole with people, it's the Carpenters.
I will stand in the rain any day with the Carpenter.
Are you ready to fight, Carpenter?
And we are back to the Drywall Olympics 2023 Western District Finals. I'd like to welcome to the stage here to my right our Executive Secretary Treasurer, Executive Officer for the NorCal Carpenters Union, Jay Bradshaw. Thanks for joining us, Jay.
Thank you, Jake. Good to be
Appreciate
here,
you being
man.
here, Jake.
Exciting day today.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts of today, Jay? I mean, we got some pretty heavy competition that's going on out there.
It's going to come down to seconds and skills, but I'll tell you what, no doubt in my mind that both the drywall and the flooring, the Western District is going to shine today for each regional council. I am very confident in our candidate, Armando, but I got to tell you, I'm looking around, and this is what the Brotherhood is all about. We're the best of the best. Not to mention we have such tremendous example of the unity in the district going on today. It's very, very exciting.
Yeah. And then we did get an update on the time.
Oh, where are we at?
We're at about 40 minutes right now, so I was 2 minutes off.
Oh,
man.
That's pretty darn good. I think I got pretty close to that one.
That was close, Tony. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
But they are moving. I mean, I'm just saying with the last competition we had, you know, Jay was here.
Yeah.
I mean, that competition was smaller.
Yep.
And the times were higher. They're moving at a whole different speed today. It is like someone has kicked this thing into gear.
Yeah. Well, you know how it is, man. When you start to get into the playoffs, I mean, you really have to step it up a notch.
That's right. That's right.
Because you're taking the best of the best from every single regional council, and you really got to put the pedal to the metal to make sure that you shine today.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, this is another example, too, when you look at what we produce in the industry, you know, and what we produce for our signatory employers, and that's the deal.
Yeah.
Right? You know, great wages, great benefits, great training programs, all that. And I will say that, but our membership is the heartbeat.
No, absolutely.
Of all that success in the industry. But this is a real profile of the collaboration between our employers and the union itself, because obviously the training program is a joint labor management program.
Yeah.
So we're putting our best foot forward today, and rightfully so.
No, I would say over the last 2 years, we've made some tremendous strides.
Oh, yeah.
In the industry, specifically our training, have really stepped it up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and absolute teamwork with the training department in NorCal and the NorCal Carpenters Union and all the locals. I'll just say it, man. It's better than it's ever been. And it's just going to get better as we move forward.
Yeah.
I would agree.
I was sharing with Jay earlier that I got a call from a contractor, and he was talking to me, and he was at the last graduation.
Yeah.
And he said that was the best thing he has done since he's been in the union. He used to do them, but this is the first time that the regional council stepped up and said, you know what?
Yep.
We want to be part of this.
That's awesome.
And he said it was incredible, and it was great to be part of. And that's kind of just showing what's going on with this organization right now.
That's right.
You have everyone working together, contractors, you got the regional council, the training, everyone's just got it. We're all in, you know, that's kind of the thing. And it's
well,
exciting.
and you're seeing the pride in the membership. You know, they should be proud. This is their organization. You know, folks like the three people at this table, we're here to serve.
Yep.
You know, marshal it, protect it, and move forward. But this is all about our membership.
Yeah.
Pulling them up.
Yep.
Right. Building unity, building power, building more work opportunity. You know.
I think the last commercial really said it best. Find your true north.
Yeah.
And Jay, I think you're hitting it right on the head. Our true north will and always will be our membership.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. You got it.
So amongst all the things that are happening today, I know we're doing some pretty intense stuff with creating some diversity within the industry.
That's right.
Specifically around women in the trade and some of those other underrepresented parts of the industry that we aim to really change.
That's right. That's right, Jake. Well, you know, high priority for this administration, the NorCal Carpenters Union, and again, I'm going to circle back. You're seeing now a collaboration and alignment on diversity, recruitment of women at both the training centers and those teams with their outreach, and then our mentorship and empowerment programs, like the Focus Committee, for example, for women. And the thing about it is that we've taken a hard look at where we're at, and we got to do better. And not mutually exclusive, obviously, but women in the trade have been underserved, right? And we need to reach out, pull up, and retention is just as important as recruitment. And making sure folks get the skill sets they need, make sure there's unity on the job sites, and where people need to be educated, I'll say.
Yeah.
Very kindly, we're going to educate them, because the future of this industry depends on diversity in the membership, and the employers have to support that, and how they support it is job opportunity and retention, and we'll take care of our part. And you know, the BIPOC community overall, and women, again, not mutually exclusive, we have to do better, and I'm here to tell you that the NorCal Carpenters Union, we are driving that. We're going to lead that effort, and we're going to bring the employers, and we are bringing the employers with us. You know, it's just going to take them on the retention. And so as a team, we're unstoppable, and I'm very, very proud of this parallel development with the NorCal Carpenters Training and the NorCal Carpenters Union.
Yes.
So
I would agree. I would absolutely
exciting
agree.
times.
I mean, you're part of the training group, being the director of training. I mean, with this big change and the shift that's happening, I mean, what do you think the next 5 years looks like?
Right now, the next 5 years is a blur, because we're moving pretty fast. Technology, all these things for recruitment, retention, the mentorship is that's where I see this going. If we can really capture that mentorship, you know, that is just going to bring people up. It's going to hold them there. It's the retention.
Yeah.
I mean, the mentorship is going to hold the retention. And if we can just get our, you know, wrap around that with the members' help, because the members are on board. We see it. We see it at the third-year apprentices as they're coming back from Vegas, and they're pumped up. They're excited about the programs, what's going on. I'm excited to be part of Train just because it's the first time that the council has actually said, hey, you know what? Train's important.
That's right.
And I'm excited that they think we're important, because, you know what, without one and the other, and the employers, we're nothing.
Hey, let's take it back over to the competition. I think Julio just finished the flooring piece.
All right.
Look at that.
Did he? He timed out? Okay.
He's double checking his work right now, and it looks like he has a checklist that he wants to make sure, which is great, because you can never be too cautious of knowing that you've dotted all your I's and crossed all your T's. that time that you put forth today is something that's going to remain unchanged because the quality of your work is really on display today.
That's right.
Yeah, and you know, the worst people to actually come look at your stuff is a bunch of carpenters, because we pick apart anything. If you ever gone to a restaurant before, I'm sure you found about 10,000 things that are wrong. So yeah, he's got to make sure it looks pretty good. You know, one thing that I did notice is every single one of the drywallers right now are on the scaffolds and they're screwing off tops.
That's right.
And they are all even. They are like running side by side.
This is going to be neck and neck, man.
It's going pretty darn good. It's fast, I'll tell you that.
It is fast. That's fantastic.
It's coming around pretty quick.
Well, we're going to send it off to another video. I wanted to just say thank you again, Jay, for all your tremendous work. Really appreciate you.
All right.
Everyone, Executive Officer Jay Bradshaw, let's take it away.
Go NorCal.
This is more than just coming together, having dialogue, and having a great lunch. This is revolutionary. This is organizing at its core. This is the beginning of how change continues to happen.
NorCal Sisters, it's our time to be the change you want to see.
And the goal is not to be a great woman carpenter, it's to be a great carpenter, straight at the end of the day.
Because we shouldn't just be tolerated at our construction sites. We belong at our construction sites, and our culture should reflect that.
Step into the power that you already have. Know that you can create a culture of belonging. And to name everything for the conference, your time is right now. And you are showing other women and your daughters and men and boys that women can do this.
Imagine what we'll be able to do with more unity, more organizing done, more political power, more doors open for folks coming in, more opportunity for young folks coming in. We can do anything together.
We are carrying on the tradition by proving that women can do anything that we want to do.
As you can see, it's the only word in the dictionary that has the word bro and her under the same hood. So don't give me no shit when I say brotherhood.
I mean, I'd like to come back here in 10 years with this same exact group and say, look what we did.
Yeah.
Raise the flag, raise the alarm, join the celebration, join the fun.
So it looks like we had Edgar that just finished from Hawaii. I don't exactly know his time, but he was moving. I'll tell you what. He looks a little tired. I'm going to try and get him over here in a second. We'll talk to him, see how he's doing. Now's probably the best time to catch him when he's tired. But, you know, he's shaking some hands. He was out there. He was killing it. He went pretty fast. Looks like we have another competitor. Looks like Juan is now done, so he's getting ready to tap out. Armando's still in there. He's screwing off tops right now. He's probably got about another 10, 15 minutes on that. But, you know, again, you can't tell by when the time's done. You got to go by all the deductions, everything else. So it's still an open game. You know, you never know what's going to happen. But I'll tell you what, they were fast. We'll see if we can get what's called Edgar in here real quick. We'll see if we can grab him. He's looking pretty tired, but maybe I can get a second with him. Hold on one second. Let's see if I can pull him in. Just a couple more things, just so you know. Edgar, he was the first one to finish. I asked him, with your family, how many brothers and sisters do you have? And he says he's got 3 brothers, they're all in California, and 5 brothers and 2 sisters still in Mexico. He's the second youngest, so he's the baby of the family. And then they went off to Hawaii. So now he's finishing up here. I've got Armando. It looks like he's got about 4 more sheets to go on the topping out. I think I'm going to bring Edgar in here real quick. Edgar, you got a moment to talk with us? Have a seat. You don't need to get good at talking. I'm just going to ask you some questions. So this is Edgar. He's coming in. Edgar's from here. Slide in. Here.
Oh, thank you.
I'll move for you. There you go. Edgar's coming in from Hawaii.
Yeah.
Great job, brother.
Thank you.
You were moving.
Yeah.
You were moving. So how do you feel?
I feel good. I feel great.
You feel good?
Yeah.
All right.
It's different over here, but
it's a little different. Why? Is it altitude?
Probably. Yeah.
Right on.
It's usually super easy in Hawaii, but over here it's always different.
It's easier in Hawaii. Why is that?
I'm not used to the weather, that's why.
Really?
Yeah.
So is it cooler?
No, it's actually humid.
I didn't even think of that. Okay,
Yeah.
so the weather's
I just want to say this, Tony. I'm representing today for Hawaii.
Oh, right on.
Yeah,
we still got a town, so.
Yeah. You know what? I think you did a great job. So what of this competition right here? What was the one part that you're like, okay, that was the hardest part that I had to come with?
Actually, it was not only me. I think they got the same issue on the layout. It was not perfect, so we understand it's made by apprentices, but yeah, we had to cut a few edges.
You had to cut a couple?
Yeah, usually it's 48, but we had to cut like half inch and this and that. And
Hey, so Julio, there was one instance where I saw you on the end of your mock-up, and you had cut the piece 2 or 3 times. Can you just share with us what was going on?
All the way
there?
on the end?
Yeah, all the way at the end.
Yeah, I cut them already, pre-cut them before, and I knew how much he measured, but then when I cut them, because of the speed that we have to use, the drywall just break apart.
Oh.
So I had to recut it again, so that's when I lose
a little bit of time?
A little bit of time, yeah.
Yeah, that's when you don't want to go into panic mode and think, I'm going to be out of drywall, because you only have a certain amount of sheets.
Yeah.
So you can't waste anything.
Yeah,
to make sure it's there.
Yeah, so actually, if you saw me at the end, I was actually counting how many sheets I have left to put on, and I count how many I have already. I didn't want to cut a wrong one, so.
Well, you know what? You being the one that's that's closer to my age, which is 30.
Yeah.
You got a little more experience in it, so you were thinking about, hey, I got to plan this out a little bit more. You know? That's good.
Usually I don't plan it. It's already like come to have fun, so.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Well, you sure as heck looked like you were having fun out there today.
Yeah, I was having fun actually.
I mean, the competition is still moving, so I know there's some scoring that needs to happen. So
yeah.
I mean, are you set in knowing that you won, or are you still thinking about, oh man?
No, we were pretty close, and I know him from a previous competition, and he's really good. So it's okay. I mean, I did my best, and then it comes down to the points. We were so close on the timing. So either way, I still feels good.
Yeah.
So I'm going home. I'm proud. I mean, I'm over 50 already, so.
You don't look it. I'll tell you what.
It's a humidity, brother.
It's the humidity.
And the fish. And the fish.
The fish, yeah.
The fish is good.
A lot of poke and taco.
A lot of poke is.
Well, and guess what? We got tacos for lunch today, so we'll get you a couple of California
taco
tacos.
is octopus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's octopus.
Yeah, taco, bro. Come on, man.
Really?
Not a
Mexican taco, bro.
A taco in Hawaii is octopus.
It's octopus, and it's like poke, but then we eat them like poke.
It's so good.
It's
so good.
I've never had better poke bowl than at the ABC
I'm
store.
gonna have to stop talking about food, Edgar, because I'm pretty hungry right now, bro. You know what? We're going to let you catch your breath, brother. Thank you for taking your time. We appreciate you. We love the fact that you came over to share some wisdom on how others can really become better at their craft.
Yeah.
And you definitely put it on display today.
Yeah, and it's like I said, for the young kids, it's a good motivation for them too. So
absolutely.
They're actually asking me advice at the beginning, like, "Are you nervous?" And so I was like, "I'm not nervous."
All right, Julio.
I did my nervous long time ago already.
Edgar. All right, Edgar.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you. All right. So it looks like he's got about 2 more sheets to go, and then he'll be complete, and he'll time out on this. But again, it still always comes back to the points. So the points for missing screws, clickers, is the drywall cut correctly? Those are the things that we have to kind of take into consideration. But again, so it was stacked up by age. So you had the first one who finished was Edgar, and he's 50. And then we got Juan, who's about 32, and then we got the youngster Armando. This is his first competition, so he's never done this before. It's his first one. But as far as Juan and Armando, they've both done this one before, so they're kind of like old hands on that. Armando's joining us right now.
No, Julio.
Oh, no, we got Julio. So we got our floor. How'd that go?
Pretty intense, but we got it done.
We're pretty intense, but we got it done.
Yeah.
So were you surprised on how well you did today, or did you feel like you could have did better?
I think that I could still do a little bit better, but I did a pretty good job. No, I'm happy with
So
the outcome. Honestly,
this is pretty much going to set you up and getting you ready for Vegas.
Yeah.
And that's kind of your goal. So do you have a game plan going into Vegas now that you've done it once here and you've seen it?
Since I have an idea of what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna practice it a couple more times, make sure I refine my technique.
There you go.
Try to get my time down, and just see any things I can do to improve my time and the total quality of,
What, do you have a little gym built in your garage that you
No,
practice on?
but I'm sure I can mock one up, a little 4x4, and put some screws in it and go to town on it. So
I'll tell you what,
that's my
brother,
plan.
you're going to be representing the Western District.
Okay, yeah.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, it is.
No
It
pressure.
is. And no, honestly, I'm excited, and I'm really proud to have the opportunity to be here alone, and be representing the Carpenters.
So Julio, who do you want to thank today?
The whole organization.
The whole organization?
The whole organization of the Carpenters, because without them, without you guys, without every single person that does, everything, I wouldn't have the opportunity to be here.
No, I would agree. The organization has done a lot of good things, especially for me. I mean, they provide a lot of good benefits, a great wage to be able to raise a family, provide.
Yes.
So I can see myself anywhere else. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm happy where I'm at right now, honestly.
Hey, do you want to thank anybody else, Julio?
Yes, I want to thank my wife.
Gotta make sure you do that.
Give me the strength to be here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Looks like our last competitor, Armando, just finished out. He just tapped out.
All right, well, let's take it back to the competition because I think it's going to be ending here. Julio, I just want to say thank you again, brother, for all your hard work.
Thank you, guys.
And right on, brother.
Thank you very much. All right. See you guys later.
So the last one just tapped out. So now they're going to get the judges in here.
Y'all made me nervous.
You got Scott
That was
Lewis over here.
incredible. A round of applause for him.
Yeah, can you hear him out there?
3 or 4 cups of coffee today.
Okay, so unofficial time, not completing
No, here's the times.
We're going to begin judging right away. We have Juan Soto in lane number 2, did 53 minutes, 29 seconds. Give it up for Juan. Edgar, slightly ahead on that unofficial time, lane number 1, 52 minutes, 45 seconds. And with Armando, 61 minutes, 18 seconds, unofficial time. We're gonna go ahead and begin the judging, get some refreshments, stretch out those legs, get some air.
And we are back, folks. Joined with me is Jacob Lopez from the Southwest Mountain States, as well as the contestant, Juan Soto, who's representative of Neville Group and also representing the brothers and sisters out of the Southwest Mountain States. How are you doing today, brother?
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, bien, bien.
He's doing really good.
Yeah. How do you feel like you did today?
¿Cómo piensas que hiciste hoy?
Pienso que lo hice bien. Un poco confundido con unos joints ahí, pero
I feel I did well overall, but I was a little confused in the beginning, but I think I did good.
So it was a pretty intense competition. I would say the best of the best from every single district. A lot of competition. Do you feel like at any time you felt like, oh man, I may not be able to compete? Or did you come here to win?
¿Cómo te sentiste a esa competencia? Eran los mejores de los mejores y a un punto en la competencia sentiste que ¿Cómo te sentiste? ¿Pensaste que estabas bien o nervioso? ¿Cómo?
No, como lo de siempre. Me sentí bien, pero un poco nervioso.
I felt good, but I was a little nervous.
What do you feel like you could have did better today to really shorten the time that it took you to finish the mock-up?
¿Qué piensas que pudiste hacer diferente para a lo mejor mejorar?
Pues como dije ahorita, me entré un poco confundido con lo que es el layout, las esquinas ahí. Yo pienso que si hubiera entrado bien, pues, lo hubiera hecho un poco mejor.
Okay.
Menos tiempo.
Like I said before, I was a little nervous in the beginning, and the layout. If I wasn't a little confused, I felt I could have done better with my time.
Oh, absolutely. So to all those tuning in, do you want to share any advice, or do you want to give a shout out to any family members that weren't able to make it, but you just want to say thank you?
¿Quieres decir unos saludos a gente que o da gracias a alguien?
No, pues las gracias todo el tiempo se las doy a mis padres, a mi esposa, a mis hijos que han estado conmigo.
I always want to give thanks to my wife and my family and my kids who are always supporting me.
Absolutely. We have a lot to be proud of, a lot to be thankful for. And Juan, I just want to say thank you from the NorCal Carpenters Union for really showing up today and really putting the pedal to the metal on keeping this competition live and really intense. So thank you very much for all your hard work, brother.
Gracias por todo tu buen trabajo.
No.
De parte de los NorCal Carpinteros.
Es un gusto estar aquí.
Awesome, brother. Thank you.
Okay.
Back to the Drywall Olympics 2023 Western District Finals, and joining us to my left is Armando Gutierrez Herrera, representing KHS&S and the NorCal Carpenters Union. How you doing, brother?
Yes, sir. Pretty good.
You all right, Armando?
Yeah, it was pretty,
nervous,
pretty intense competition today.
Yes, sir. It was.
I mean, was it what you expected?
Yeah. I mean, we got to keep in mind, man. We got some pretty good workers. Just to all the guys that came from Hawaii, Southern. And they're pretty bad. We got some pretty some pretty tough competition going on.
Armando, I'm gonna share with everybody. You were a little bit nervous. You called me last night around 9:30 last night, and you were a little bit nervous. I said, just relax, man. Have a good time out there. Now that you've got it under your belt, you ready for the next one, and the next one, and the next one?
Yes. Yeah. There's still gonna be that nerve going on.
So was it the nerves of doing well, or is it because you have all your family and friends around you?
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, huh?
Yes, sir.
You think you'd do better in a box by yourself?
Kind of. You know, you got less eyes on you,
right?
Less pressure. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We got it done. I mean, like I was saying, these other two guys, man, they're pretty badass too. So.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you think about it, right? You have the best of the best from every regional council within the Western District. You have the Hawaii Regional Council, you got the Southwest Mountain States, and you representing NorCal. So that is a lot of pressure that folks have to carry stepping into a competition like this. That you never know what's going to happen because you're getting scored. You're being scored on everything. Not only the quickness of how you finish the project, but the quality of your work. As you were trekking through your mock-up, did you feel like, hey, man, this is at the quality that I need it to be, or was it, oh man, I'm really hitting the mark today?
I think the quality's there. I don't know. I just towards the end, my hands started cramping up. We've been using the coordinated guns at work, so we're not used to those singles no more. So it's a little bit harder. But yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, the quality really pays off because I think, and I'm going from memory here, but I mean, every clicker that you have, that adds on 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So I mean,
really makes a difference.
If you get 30 clickers, that's a minute. And if you miss a box, that's 20 seconds. So I mean, quality has a lot to do there. I mean, so don't count yourself out at all because you never know what's going to happen.
You know what's funny? Tony did the same competition back in the '60s. He was the only one competing.
Oh.
Yeah, I won.
Go?
Yeah, I didn't complete the project. I only got 2 sheets hung. But they were perfect. Okay, those 2 sheets.
That's all that matters.
And I tell you what, I only joke. He's 30.
On each leg, or
no? Hey! Give this guy a jacket.
Well, Armando, I don't want to take too much time from you. Do you have anything that you want to say to those really coming up in the trade? Maybe give them some encouragement, or anybody you want to give a shout out to? Because I know that you probably have some folks you want to thank.
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to appreciate KHSNS, Martin Martinez, for giving me the opportunity to represent KHSNS on this competition. My foreman, Armando Barragan, for always sharing that knowledge, making me a better person every day. My family, my wife, for coming up, always supporting me. My unit brothers, thank you guys all for showing up for all that support.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Armando, for all your great work and really putting it to the test today.
Thank you guys.
You can unwind a little bit now, okay?
Yeah.
You can unwind a little bit.
Go have a drink of water, brother.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
Thank you guys.
Right on.
A little bit about the Western District. We are about 130,000 members strong, covering 13 states on the West Coast, okay? It is the largest district in the United Brotherhood of Carpenters, including Canada. And I've never been more proud of the type of work and the production, the professionalism, and what was displayed today. And thank you for representing the carpenters, and thank you for representing your families today. Give yourself a round of applause, okay? So this is a flooring and a drywall competition. I know we only had one participant in the flooring, and it was important that he came and did his business today, because when we go to the competition at the International Training Center on the first week of October, he will be competing with other carpenters throughout the state. The big debate was, well, there's only one competing. Is he still qualify for the first place prize? And I have no doubt that he deserves that first place prize, okay? So congratulations, Julio Cervantes. Come on up here. Julio Cervantes will receive the first place plaque, and he also receives a check for $4,500 today.
That'll get engraved right now.
All right. So, los drywalleros, right? Where you guys at? So what I'd like to do now is call up our participants one at a time. Representing Hawaii is Edgar Orozco-Torres. Come on up, Edgar. Good job. Representing Northern California, Armando Gutierrez, Herrera. And then representing the Southwest Mountain States out of Southern California, Juan Soto. So we'll leave these numbers up here for everybody to be able to take a look at. But I don't know if you guys realized, I think it took the judges longer to judge the work than it did for these guys to actually perform the work. Let's give the judges a round of applause for doing what they did. Thank you. Now, I'll just get straight to it. There's a lot of different portions of the competition that get evaluated, and one of the portions that gets evaluated is quality. And the number one quality craftsmanship today goes to Northern California, okay? Armando Herrera. With that said, there was a time of within the Mendoza line for everybody. I'm trying to give you guys the ANSI situation. So third place is 67 minutes and 16 seconds after penalties and the review, et cetera, et cetera. Second place is 63 minutes and 28.3 seconds. And first place is 61 minutes, 81.6 seconds. I mean, this was a horse race like no other horse race that I've seen. Congratulations, you guys. With that said, coming in third place with a prize of $1,500 is Armando Gutierrez Herrera, Northern California. $1,500 is not a bad day's worth of work. So Edgar Orozco-Torres and Juan Soto, first and second place. Before I announce who wins, here's the beauty. These guys are, hey, you guys all or nothing, right? the beauty of the three participants today, we have different stages in everybody's careers. And out of the gate, Northern California, the youngest one out of the group, came flying out of the gate, and he showed that young enthusiasm, the workhorse that he is. And then you've seen Soto here, who's right in the middle when it comes to age-wise. He's pushing 40 years old, right? And you've seen he was quick, he was fast on his feet, and but he was making some strategic decisions. And then you go into Hawaii, who is the oldest out of the three. I would call him the seasoned journeyman. But with that said, you've seen the different levels of professionalism. Not one is better than the other, right? It requires all three tools, and you've shown the mentorship and the professionalism that these guys put together. And thank you for displaying that for the country to witness, especially on the live feed that we had. So thank you again. So coming in second place, I won't announce, but I will announce with a number 61.81 minutes is out of Southern California, Juan Soto. Juan Soto wins $4,500. First place. And in second place, Edgar Orozco-Torres from Hawaii, right? With 63 minutes and 28 seconds. Before we take any pictures, the gals, for you guys that put these calculations, that's a certified accountant, okay? By the way, it wasn't me or Jay that actually did the numbers. Thank you for taking your time and making sure that those numbers are accurate, okay?
They're going to get engraved today.
Okay?
So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we'll go put them out. First place here. Second place here. And third place here. We're going to step up here. We'll take a picture.
Yeah, we got bags too.
Yeah, the Florida guy, yeah. Well, let the three guys here take one, right? And then the flooring guy can come up and take one. Let me take one with these guys, and then, since I did sign the check, let me get a picture at least, you know? Los tres juntos, yeah. And then I'll take one by one. You want to take one with them? Okay. Or one by one? Let me get him once. Yeah, let me hold one quick for you. I'm not going to take the check from you, bro. Let me hold it. We got you, Armando. We got you. Oh, okay. Hey, guess who's buying modelos and carne asada today, huh? A ver, Kyle, Hawaii 5-0.
Thank you.
0 right now.
Felicidades.
Thank you.
They give me everything except for the check. The check's just for fun.
That's it, man.
It's not a bad trip. A ver, Soto, Kyle, el campeón. Beautiful champion. We got one more. El campeón.
Cool. Get out of your road here.
right, brother.
So again,
They're going to engrave them now.
okay.
So, who's handling the plaque engraving? Rocket. Who's handling the engraving? Right now? Yeah. So you want to coordinate that?
Someone close out.
Don't take their checks, Ron.
Yeah, no.
Rocket,
Secure the checks. Secure the checks.
He's
So-
been known to raise money.
The UBC Olympics will be held the first week in October at the International Training Center in Las Vegas. I want to say gracias, thank you to everybody that came and participated and witnessed the professionalism and craftsmanship. And on behalf of the General President, Douglas J. McCarran, our General Executive Board, God bless you guys y que viva los carpinteros. All right.
And Tony, today was an amazing day. I mean, I don't know what's going through your mind, but I will say I'm happy with the way it went.
You know what? They all went out here and killed it. $4,500 makes it a little bit better, though. I tell you what.
No,
I'd
absolutely.
like to have that in my pocket.
As much as I wanted NorCal to win, I mean, they'll always have a place in my heart because we're NorCal Carpenters Union.
Absolutely, but
But
you know what?
yeah.
He'll be back next year.
No, absolutely.
You know,
With a vengeance, I imagine.
Right?
With a vengeance. I mean, he told us earlier that, I mean, today he was a little bit nervous, but knowing that whatever comes out of today's competition, he's going to be back next year, and he plans on winning.
And I'm happy that we're being represented in Vegas because he was moving. I mean, 61 minutes?
I'm telling you.
Just over that with a
I'm
little
telling
change.
you.
So they were throwing it down.
I mean, Juan is going to take it to the ITC.
Yeah.
And firm believer, Western District is going to take it home.
I think so.
Actually, you know what? I'm claiming it today.
You're claiming it?
I'm claiming it today. Western District will take home that trophy.
Well, I'll back that up too. So let's do this.
Absolutely. Well, to all our visitors, all those tuning in to this live stream, we just want to say thank you from Jake Adiardi, the Director of Organizing, and
Tony Hernandez, Director of Training.
We appreciate all the support and everything that you bring to this organization by tuning in on this wonderful and glorious day on the 2023 Western District Finals of the Drywall Olympics. So saying goodbye, thank you again, and good night.